everyone, have a blessed and good evening. First of all, I would like to introduce our group and we are the group. And for today's video, we were tackling about the topic of the executive of the Philippine politics and governance.
Here in the Philippines, we have the Philippine government and politics, to which represent on the country pathway and leading to handle things such as law. This hereby one of the government branches. The executive branch of the government tell us that this is the way or the process on striving better and successful way of achieving situation in our country.
Executive branch. This branch, headed by the President, is responsible for implementing and enforcing law passed by the legislative branch. The President is also the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of conducts foreign affairs. The executive branch also includes departments and agents responsible for carrying out specific government functions.
So what exactly is the executive branch? The executive branch is one of the three branches of government, alongside the legislative branch and the judicial branch. Its primary responsibility is to execute and enforce law within the country. The executive branch of government is headed by the President. The President of the Philippines serves as both the head of state and the head of government. The executive branch is responsible for implementing and enforcing laws, as well as managing the day-to-day operations of the government. The President of the Philippines is elected by popular vote and serves a single 6-year term without the possibility of re-election. The President is assisted by the Vice President and a cabinet, composed of department secretaries who oversees various government agencies and departments. The President has the privilege to select individuals to serve in their cabinet who head different departments or ministries. These departments form a significant portion of the bureaucracy of the country and are responsible for overseeing specific areas of governance such as finance, defense, health, education, and more. The President appoints cabinet members based on their expertise, experience, and alignment with the administration priorities and policies. The executive branch, under the leadership of the President, plays a crucial role in implementing legislation, developing and implementing policies, making executive decisions, managing the affairs of the state, and in executing the day-to-day operation of the government. Their actions and decisions aim to promote the well-being, security, and progress of the nation. It is essential for the executive branch to work in harmony with the other branches of government, namely the legislative branch and the judicial branch, to ensure a system of checks and balances, accountability, and the protection of individual rights and freedoms. The Cabinet. The Cabinet serves as advisors to the President, providing expertise and guidance on various matters. It includes Vice President and the heads of the executive departments who are responsible for different areas of governance. Cabinet members are nominated by the President, who selects individuals based on their qualifications, experience, and alignment with the administration's goals and policies. Once nominated, the appointment of cabinet members must be confirmed by the Commission on Appointments, which is a body made up of members of the legislative branch. Cabinet members assume their roles and responsibilities in leading their respective executive departments. They work closely with the President to develop and implement policies, address national issues, and contribute to the overall governance and administration of the country. The existence of cabinet system allows the President to have a team of advisors and experts to assist in decision-making and policy formulation. The diverse expertise and perspective brought by cabinet members enhance the ability of the President to make informed and well-rounded decisions for the benefit of the nation. Eligibility to be a President. Article 7, Section 2 of the Constitution reads, No person may be elected president unless he is natural-born citizen of the Philippines, a registered voter, able to read and write, at least 40 years of age on a day of election, and a resident of the Philippines for at least 10 years immediately preceding such election. The Constitution also provides terms limits where the President is eligible for re-election and a person who has succeeded as President and has served as such for more than 4 years will be ineligible to be elected for a second term.
The powers of the President in a government system can vary depending on the country's constitution and political structure. However, some common powers and responsibilities of a president include: number 1 is Chief Executive. The president is the chief executive officer of the country and is responsible for executing and enforcing laws, overseeing government operations, and managing the executive branch. Number 2 is the head of state. As a head of state, the president represents the country symbolically and ceremonially, both domestically and internationally. Number 3 is Commander-in-Chief. The President is the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces and has the authority to deploy military forces, make strategic decisions on national security, and protect the country from external threats. Number 4 is Appointment Powers. The President has the power to appoint key government officials, including cabinet members, ambassadors, federal judges, and heads of executive agencies. Number 5 is veto power. The president may have the power to veto legislation passed by the legislative branch, which can be overridden by a 2/3 majority in Congress in some systems. Number 6, diplomatic power. The president conducts foreign policies, negotiates treaties, represents the countries in international relations, and receives foreign dignitaries. Number 7 is legislative influence. The president may propose legislation, set the policy's agenda, and work with the Congress to pass laws that aligns with the administration's priorities. Number 8 is executive orders. The president can issue executive orders to direct the operation of the executive branch and implement policies without congressional approval, although subject to judicial review. Number 9 is pardon power. The president has the authority to grant pardons, reprieves, and clemency to individuals convicted of the federal crimes or facing charges. Number 10, emergency powers. In the times of national emergency or crisis, the president may have additional powers to take swift action to protect the country's interests and securities. Number 11, budgetary powers. The president plays a role in the budget process, presenting a budget proposal to Congress and working to ensure the government's fiscal priorities are reflected in the budget. These powers collectively enable the president to lead the country, make decisions on domestic and foreign affairs, and influence the direction and policies of the government.